Hello everybody, this is Baron again with another Let's Play. This time a game for the Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive as it was called in the old world. Shadowrun. You know, I've never been much of a console player, but Shadowrun really is something different. It really is a good RPG in my eyes. So if you don't know what the whole Shadowrun scenario is all about, you should probably look it up on Wikipedia. There's also a few books, well actually a lot of books on the market that you could read on that subject. Well, I can recommend Never Deal with Dragons from Robert and Jared. It's the start of a trilogy. That's a really good read, I think. Very enjoyable, very pleasant. Yeah, it's a good way to, get into the whole material. But reading a book never is a bad thing, so I can recommend that. So it really comes down to a mixture of, cyberpunk, running around in the cyberspace and stuff, and good old plain magic. There are trolls and dragons and stuff as well, so it's mixed in one world. High tech and low tech, so to say. High tech and magic come together in one world. So yeah, that's what Shadowrun is all about. So we're going to start, I think. Provided the game lets us. Okay, if you want to start a new game, you have to choose between three archetypes, three classes, so to say. The samurai is your typical run-of-the-mill fighter. He has a lot of, cybernetic enhancements, like, wrist blades, Wolverine-like stuff, and increased reflexes, and guns that are somehow tucked into his nervous system, and it's a really good fighter. The dagger, on the other hand, is some sort of cyberspace wizard. He's really good at using computers and stuff. And the gator shaman is like a magic user. So we're going to take a gator shaman, I think. The time January 31st on 2058 in Seattle, UCAS. Under the cover of darkness, a team of Shadowrunners move through the Salishside wilderness. Without warning, they are ambushed by unknown forces. The massacre is over quickly, but captured and treated by one of the slain members, Cyber Eyes. The Treevit was recovered and made national news. Michael, your brother, was the last to die. Spending your last New Year to go to Seattle, you vow to avenge your brother's death. Landing at the SeaTac airport, you flag a cab to bring you to Michael's lost credit stick transaction, Stoker's Coffin Motel located in the Redmond Barrens. So this is downtown Seattle, and there are the Redmond Barrens, so it's, well, not actually, center of the city. The battered sign reads Stoker's Coffin Motel. Motels like these are cheap, and each room only large enough to fit a small bed. Dumps like these tend to attract the dregs of humanity. So let's see what he has to say. The manager yawns. I won't bore you with the welcome speech, so what do you want? So you could say just looking for a place to crash, then you would check in. Or you could say I'll talk to you later, chum, then you would leave. Or you could say, well, I'm here to pick up Michael's stuff, and that's what we're going to do. So, you're Michael's brother, eh? Your bro skipped on paying his bill, and I'm holding his stuff till I get the back rent. Let's make a deal. You pay up to 250 million and he owes, and I'll fork over his stash. Well, 250 million? How much could he have stored in one of those rooms? So we leave. Hey, if you need Nguyen, head up the street to the jump house. Gunderson is always looking for runners. You'll find him in a booth towards the back of the bar. So we leave the motel. So, and well, that's sort of our inventory and stuff, options screen and so. So here we do have our inventory. We have a gun, see, here's a gun, and we have some armor, some item to increase our magic, and some healing items. Those two, and this is our gator totem. A shaman draws his magic from a totem, so you can never actually get rid of that item. It always occupies one part of your inventory, one space of your one space unit of your inventory. This actually is your physical health, and this is your mental health. If one of those bars drops to 0, you're either unconscious or dead, depending on the area. Well, with that thing, with a stim patch, you could increase your physical health, and with a trauma patch, you could increase your mental health. So what else do we have? We have a lot of clips to reload our gun. This is our gun, it's equipped. We have 12 shots in the gun, and we have several clips on the belt. This is your attributes, the page of the attributes and skill. There are several attributes: body, quickness, strength, charisma, and so on. You have several skills as well. You can increase those attributes and skill if you check in at a hotel. You need karma points to increase them, and you get karma points by doing quests or, well, killing enemies. What else do we have? You could check your cyberware, but we don't have any cyberware, and it's not advisable for a mage to get cyberware, because cyberware would lower your essence and your magic. So if you were a fighter, you should probably get cyberware, and the decker would need some cyberware as well. But a shaman should not use cyberware if he wants, to remain a strong shaman. So here we see our magic. We have a mana zap, it's an attack spell. We have rock skin, that is a defense spell, and we have healing. Well, it's obvious what that does. Well, aside from the healing spell, those spells are quite useless. There are very good spells in the game, but they're quite expensive, so it's going to take a while for us till we have enough money. Money is, well, the unit of money here is Nuyen. So it's going to take a while till we have enough Nuyen to buy those spells, so we're going to use our gun quite often in the beginning. And the pocket secretary is sort of the options menu. The notebook, you can see whether you have whether you are engaged currently in a job, well, or not, so we have to get a job. You can get tips and clues, so Michael's last credit stick transaction, Stoker's Coffin Motel, that's where we are. Must pay Stoker 250 Nuyen to get Michael's stuff back. So, well, this is our objectives. Yeah, do we know any Mr. Johnsons? Mr. Johnson is, the expression for a guy who would, offer you jobs, and we only know one Mr. Johnson, that's Mr. Gunderson. Mr. Gunderson is a small-time Johnson who works out of the jump house bars in the Redmond Barrens, so that's all there is here. We don't have any group items, we have no cyber deck yet, we have no runners to dismiss, so let's just save here and check out that Mr. Johnson, I say. We can ignore that guy, it's just a bypasser. The jump house is a typically small bar inside the barrens. The standard slime frequent it, and an occasional Shadowrunner sometimes slips in its entrance. You see a fat man licking his fingers in the far corner booth, and that's where we're going. So we talk to him. Hoi friend, don't be the obvious. Old Stoker likes to toss my name around, but if you want to stay healthy in the shadows, you do well to just refer to me as Mr. Johnson. So let's say hi, I'm looking for some work. So you wanna go on a Shadowrun, eh? Well, old Gunderson's got a beauty for you. There's a community of ghouls somewhere in the Redmond Barrens. They have been preying on the citizens there. Kill as many as possible and return here for your payment. Well, we won't take that job, because we are way too weak for that. So we refuse. Give us another job, my man. Looking for some work? Go to the Stoker's Coffin Motel in the Redmond Barrens. There you will meet my client, Alan Turing. Escort my client to the Ares Weapon Emporium in the Redmond Barrens. He will be paid by my client upon safe arrival at the specified destination. You are offered 55 Nuyen for the run. After negotiations you come to an agreement. Payment for this run is 70 Nuyen. What do you say, friend? Well, I say yes. Mr. Johnson logs the run on his pocket secretary and downloads the information to you. Thanks, my friend. You keep coming to me and I'll keep you running. So we have our first assignment. We have to go to the motel where we just came from. That is here. Enter. Meet our guy. Hey, there you are. Boy, am I glad to see you. It's getting so a guy can't walk the streets alone. Well, let's get moving. I'm on a tight schedule. And if anybody tries anything cute, you wax them. So now let's check out where do we have to bring him to. Current run, escort my client to the Ares Web Emporium, it says. So that actually is just around the corner. Here. So we enter and everything is done. Thanks for the escort, Shemmer. Here are the credits for a run well done. I'll be sure to tell all my friends about your services. Well, that went well, so we're going to take a break here and continue in the next video. Well, as you will see, now we have 90 new yen. One step closer to, getting our brother's stuff back. So, well, thanks again for watching and see you soon. Bye!